How you guys doing? It's your worst best friend, Ramboss the Terrible, and today I really wanted to talk to you guys about something that touches a lot of folks, especially during trying times like we've had during the last year. I'm talking about a belief in a higher power. I'm talking about a power that's been watching us from the heavens, judging us on our actions, and probably has been from the beginning. Of course, I'm talking about our almighty creator, the aliens. Now, I know at least one of you thought I was probably talking about Jesus Christ, but I wanted to talk to you guys about something real. So let's go ahead and chat about all the random sightings that have been happening over the last few years, and probably have been happening since before we could even record all this shit. Since the New York Times report several years ago has basically given the green light to go ahead and talk about aliens, tons of reports from high-ranking military officials, mostly naval, have come out to talk about their experiences. So a few days ago on a 60 Minutes interview, a Navy pilot actually came out and said that he would see these alien craft flying around almost daily, but it's just not something that he felt comfortable talking about. Not wanting to talk about an alien spacecraft that you saw with your own eyes isn't the same as not wanting to admit that you have like an STD. It's not fucking chlamydia. You don't just get to ignore it. And then when a girl calls you up a couple weeks later telling you that it burns when she pees, so then you have to yell at her to make her think that she was the one who gave it to you, but deep down, you know the truth. Now, these were alien spacecraft doing things that our technology just cannot do. We don't have anything that can go from 80,000 feet down to 0 in less than a second. And we sure as hell don't have anything that can go 60 miles in the blink of an eye. The only thing I know that's ever moved that fast is my mom's chancletas when I would talk back to her. Now, I've heard people saying, oh, it's Russian drones or it's Chinese reconnaissance balloons. Are you shitting me right now? Sure, there's always going to be a Chinese kid who's better than you at something. But if the Chinese have this type of technology, it's game over, gents. They win. You better learn to speak either Mandarin or Cantonese, learn to love to sing karaoke, or most of all, learn to praise President Xi Jinping because the US can't compete. Okay, so what I'm showing you guys here is the video of the Tic Tac. And what we're looking at is the Tic Tac in two different modes. The first mode you saw was infrared with black hot. This one is infrared with white hot, meaning that the white you see in this video is actually hotter than the black craft you see dead center of the screen, which means that that craft is emitting little to no heat at all, right? And you see how it's flipping around? What do we have that can possibly do that? And move against the wind as fast as the aircraft that is doing the recording, right? And here we have the spherical craft that is flying just above the water. And here it's black hot, meaning that that white dot you see is cooler than the ocean behind it. Again, so it is emitting no heat. There is nothing out there that we have that can do this. Now, this is Commander Fravor. He was the skipper of the F-18 Super Hornet that actually chased down and made contact with that Tic Tac aircraft. Now, this guy had been flying for about 18 years at the time of his incident. So I really don't think a weather balloon or some other stupid shit like that is gonna throw this man off his game. He is by far the most credible witness on UFOs basically ever. And the fact that he's wearing a Columbia shirt with glasses makes him even more credible. Alright, look. We all know that the US government has been lying to us for decades. Now, the fact that all of these unclassified documents have recently come out to become public knowledge is not something that only we as a country should be worried about, but I think we as a fucking species need to take a real good look at. But no, of course we're all too worried about what fucking imaginary Skyman to believe in, when in fact, the Skyman we should be believing in are the goddamn aliens. My personal belief is that these aliens came down millennia ago when we were all just apes. That's when they decided to pretty much alter our DNA, and they've just been watching the shit show since then. Now, I read from a very reputable source that Area 51, also known as S4, has an actual working alien spacecraft, which they fly around deep in the Nevada desert. And since I read it off of the internet, it must be true. I'm gonna pretty much leave you guys with this thought. Why would the government let all these new videos come out in recent years if they weren't bracing us for something big? Now, even Congress, who are a bunch of useless fucks 95% of the time, are going to be receiving a report on all these unknown crafts and sightings come next month. I would not be surprised if in my lifetime, which may not be that long considering I love unhealthy shit, aliens walking among us is just an accepted thing. The stigma about believing in otherworldly beings is slowly fading away, which is a good thing in my opinion, and will hopefully at least move the discussion forward. Now go get your vaccine so I can get stronger 5G signal from your blood when I'm out in public. Alright you guys, I had a really good time making this video. If you guys enjoyed it, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe, as it really will help my channel grow. Constructive criticism is always appreciated, so if you have something to say, whether it's good or bad, whatever, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And don't forget, we really should be treating each other a little better, because in the end, we really are just one race, the human race. Unless you're an alien watching this, in which case, show yourself, coward.